What's up, everybody? Josh from Sin City Comics. We're going to be discussing Tiempo issue 1 in this episode. Boom. There's going to be some spoilers. We're going to talk about, from page 1 to page 42, I believe. And, I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so Tiempo, issue 1. Yep. We got Matthew.
Yeah. Lil Matthew.
Going through school, baby.
Mm-hmm. So that's how we open it up.
Going through high school, introducing all these characters and stuff. Shout out to Key. I forgot to mention that. Shout out to Key. He read 1 through 6 live on his Twitch.
Live.
Like
unedited
live. He didn't show any pictures, to respect the what's it called? The
selling process,
I guess so, or keeping it secret what's going on, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But we were reading it with him, and it was the funniest thing ever, man.
It was great. It was amazing.
Hearing the voices he picked and hearing the sound effects he
just chose to do it. Yeah,
and hearing
never
all
coached him up.
Different accents he picked for different characters.
I would love to hear like other people that have the issue, and just be like, just record themselves reading like 2 or 3 pages and hear their interpretation.
How do you think that person sounds?
Yeah, and we should do it ourselves.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
There you go, Chavez. You got to start it off.
You don't even want it.
You want to read page 1? Or?
No,
All right. There it is. But yeah, so like you said, he got started. It just starts him off. It's first day of school. Getting dropped off by his pops and stuff like that. The new kid at a new school, new environment. All of that stuff. So it's like, just as a young person going to a new location, everything's going to be new, a shock. And then he kind of just meets essentially his first friend.
Yeah, his first friend. Yeah, he's a new kid in town, new kid in school.
Yep.
Doesn't want to go to school.
Yeah.
And hey, we got Vanessa.
Yep.
Oh, this is a key for us.
Yeah.
First appearance of Vanessa.
First appearance of Vanessa, man.
Yep.
And Matthew, but Vanessa.
True. Yeah, first
appearance of Vanessa. She's a kid, and she's a freshman, sophomore in this one?
Yeah, I think they're all freshmen in that.
Freshmen,
one.
yeah.
Freshmen.
Fresh. But kind of introduce themselves. It's like a kind of a quick hey, this is me. This is kind of what I want to do in life. Blah blah blah. She's very talkative, outgoing. He's kind of like reserved.
Yeah, he's in his shell.
Yeah, he's new. He doesn't know anybody.
I mean, we've all been there, whether it was elementary school, middle school, high school, moving.
Yeah, she even says it here. You don't talk much, huh?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know you.
And he's like, real simple. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, she's trying to be your friend. You know, like, come on, bro.
Nah, man,
get at that, bro.
Just get out of here.
Yeah. So when you were writing,
focus on your books, kid.
when you were writing it, did you make it intentional for Matthew to be kind of quiet or?
Yeah.
Because
we really hadn't talked about our issue 0 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Before Matthew shows up to this school, before Matthew shows up to this town, he goes through some stuff, man. It's all written out, but he goes through some stuff. He's seen some stuff, right?
Yeah, he's seen some things.
And he's trying to process that still, and we hope to get to that eventually, and you guys can get that prequel issue. Yeah. And
so he has every right to be kind of
he's shut out right now.
Yeah.
Really
that's what I really like about like his first appearance. It's like he's not like look at me. It's like you kind of got to really read it to get to know who he is.
Yeah, you kind of see he's depressed, and this one is like a little montage he's going through, algebra, chemistry, English.
Page 3.
Yeah, it's like Vanessa keeps the story pushing really.
To
start out.
Yeah, she helps. Yeah, but page 3. When he's eating lunch by himself, what a loser!
First of all, where's everybody at? Like, why is he by himself?
Because they're in the
outside.
lunch. They're in the lunchroom, probably with their friends sitting at their table, like friends do.
That's wrong.
Talking.
That's what's wrong with this generation.
What?
It's a beautiful day outside. You're gonna be inside. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, now. But
I remember in high school for us, man, we had the outside courtyard. We'd be chilling.
Yeah, we did that before school.
No, even in lunch.
I did during lunch.
I was just lunch.
But it was all of us though. It wasn't like I wasn't by myself. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It was the whole school was out there, chilling, talking, just enjoying our little break.
Get your food, eat, go out to the courtyard.
Yeah, I had my food in my hand. I was like, yeah.
What'd you do?
So he has a little montage, all just depressed, in his shell, like you mentioned. Yeah, we did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I like it.
And Vanessa's like, trying to be his friend, and he's just being
standoffish.
Standoffish.
As he should be. You don't know her.
Oh, right here. What's this, page 4?
Yeah.
Page 4, we get to see him use his first powers.
Yeah.
First time ever. Like, he doesn't know he has powers.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's not too prevalent of it.
I like how I'm like reading like, oh, what?
Yeah, he's not too prevalent of his powers, and this was the first time he fast forward time.
Yeah.
So, and later on the series, later on the story, you'll kind of understand he doesn't have a full grasp of that. So to do that for the first time ever kind of shows you the potential he has.
Yo, he did it for 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah. So he different.
Damn, yeah.
He a little different.
That was a 5-minute fast forward.
The thing I like, this is just kind of like a little insider for like other people that might be starting up.
Mm-hmm.
So with page 4 on the bottom left on the panel, is the what just happened, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the bubble is separated the what just happened.
Yeah.
And it's like I kind of think about it. I haven't done that with erratic. I'll have someone say a short period or a short sentence.
Yeah.
That could be like meaningful.
Yep.
Like this makes it like a real shock, and that's something that that writers can do, artists can do to kind of
put that in their toolbox.
Yeah, to kind of emphasize, like to make that panel really pop. So I like that right there.
But yeah, no, and then that's where we went back to like the constructive criticism, how we should have had a sound effects on that panel where he's fast forwarding. So how he's sitting in the seat, we could have had some type of sound effects there.
Mm-hmm. Even when he's tapping his pencil.
Yeah, just like even little tiny things like that, because I think it kind of submerges you into the story, because you're like, okay, I could hear it, I could read it, I'm there now. And I think
I can see that, especially looking at this page. There's not a lot of dialogue.
This specific page,
so you can fill it in with.
So it's just so like plain. Mm-hmm. It has the artwork. It has everything you need. It's just it needs just that little.
Yeah, and that's what we did at issue 2 and on.
Yeah,
that was one of the constructive criticisms we had. It was like, we need more.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody for that. That was awesome.
Yeah, we need more sound effects.
But yeah, and then we jump in, kind of give you a little preview on
little flashback.
issue 0.
Yeah, issue 0.
Yeah, so that does kind of touch base on issue 0. Go to page 5 and stuff like that. He's in Mexico, where he's from originally, and
And you said this is
while we're here. So with looking at page 5, the fourth panel on the bottom left, like I'll try and get a picture of it up on the screen for people to see. But there's not a lot going on, but as you read the story, just on this page, you'll see how important it is.
Yeah,
and I just like it from an artist creative aspect. It's like
it's pretty cool. I did
90% of the page is black.
Yeah,
but it uses the space that has just a little bit of color to show the light coming from on top. It's really good, man. Like,
how he did the shading and stuff like that.
Yeah,
when you understand the breakdown of an artist, how they draw it.
Yeah,
it's not drawn like with color first. So he had to do the pencils. Then he had to do the shading.
Yeah,
and understand. Okay, this is how the light is going to reflect off. Yeah, it's pretty.
That's what I'm saying. When I was reading it, looking at it from a fan, I'm like,
it's pretty cool.
That's great artwork.
Yeah, that's dope.
So
that's pretty dope. But yeah, and then we jump into the next panel, and then what is that, page 6, and we see the tablet.
Yeah, the tablet.
Yeah, this is big.
And then so
whoa.
Yeah, if you read it, spoiler alert if you haven't, I guess. Yeah. But that tablet's pretty important, and again, has a lot to do with issue 0.
Yeah.
And then we get right back into present day.
Yeah, so we give you a quick flashback, like Anthony mentions issue 0, and back to present day.
Yeah.
Riding the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit. You're seeing that. If you're following along reading as we're talking about it, something like that.
Yeah.
A couple pages just kind of going through school.
Yep.
Kind of a normal school day, and then this is when we meet his. I mean, we already seen his dad earlier, but this is kind of like a big conversation he has with his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his first, a second full conversation.
Yeah.
That we see on paper, and then they kind of beef a little bit.
Yeah, and this page kind of, if you're reading it and you're like, oh, he seems shelled in a little bit, this page will kind of show like, oh,
just a little bit why
him and his dad have a little tension. So.
Yeah, there's tension there. There's something happened.
Yeah, there's a reason why he is shut off. There's a reason why he kind of is a loner, and you'll see why he's like that when he's talking with his dad.
And you can tell his dad is not like most dads. They're not really good at expressing themselves or talking about their feelings and stuff.
I feel like a lot of people that read this could relate with that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's like my dad.
I've had that same argument.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't. But
I didn't want to get into it. Let's keep it moving, man.
I mean, no, I'm joking. No, I mean, like you can tell the dad's coming from a place of love too, because like he's like open, like he's yelling at him, he's mad, but he's concerned.
Yeah,
He's like, "Where you been?" You know, blah blah blah. At the very 100%. End, it's like, you know,
he's worried about his safety.
Yeah, worried about his safety. You know, what are you gonna do? Commit crime, or are you gonna end up, you know, dead, basically?
Yeah.
And then you know, Matthew kind of snaps back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes his dad seem a little mysterious. Like, was he?
Yeah. Or end up what? Like my mom?
Was he a bad kid? What was his dad bad? Has he seen his friends?
What has his dad seen? What has his dad been through?
Yeah,
because that could be important too. Because there's like, I've done some things like I'm going to make sure I steer my kids away from.
Yeah,
like you just want, as a dad, you want to do that.
Yeah,
and it's like, but you got to understand, like they're going to make mistakes. They're going to be curious.
Yeah,
and it's tough because like, you know what's going to happen. They don't know. They have no clue.
Yeah,
you know the answers. They don't. But yeah, no, that's it. Is so you got to just try to express it, and that's what the dad is kind of struggling with.
Yeah.
So it's pretty kind of cool to see. It's a human response.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah. Very good part. A couple pages going into the relationship with his dad.
Yeah. So and then after that, like you know, he doesn't run away, but he goes out for a breather.
Yeah, he
out for
runs
a walk.
Away.
Yeah,
runs away.
We all done that.
Yeah. I'm running away. You down the street.
Never coming back.
Where's my favorite toy at?
I'll see you in an hour.
I'll see you in an hour for dinner. You're always hungry.
Yeah. Just dinner's out ready.
I'll be back for the street lights come on.
Yeah, real tough.
But yeah, he kind of goes on a little walk, and we jump into another montage with him.
Yeah,
kind of he's swinging a stick.
Yeah,
getting out his anger. And boom, he cuts himself, bro.
Yeah, he cuts himself, and then that's when we see his first time reversing time.
Yeah.
And so now we got fast forward. Now we see it for the first time reversing, and he has a shocked look on his face because, again, it's a defense mechanism that his body naturally does.
Yeah.
So it just reverses time, and then boom, he's like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool that you kind of get a little sneak peek of what his powers are, and like kind of the extent of it. I would want to say something like that. Yeah. So
I do like the artwork too in this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
was really
the swing in.
Yeah.
And then when he does go back, it like gets like the little.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. How he did.
Or how did he do it? Like.
Yeah, that's how Key did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Key. But yeah, and then so again, this was kind of on me. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, I guess, in some comics.
Yeah.
Rhymes with wider stand.
Hold on, what? I think I missed that.
Yeah, character that rhymes with wider stand. I hate when they just stick on like high school and their young age. And,
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Light bulb. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say it. But anyways, I hate it. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah,
like,
keep the story moving.
Like let's move on.
It's not about him being in high school.
Yeah,
like it's not about it's not about his high school life.
Yeah, it's not a story about high school. Yeah. He is in high school. It is not a story about high school at all whatsoever. Yeah. So that's why you kind of see
a big montage.
A year montage. It's a year per panel. We go from freshman,
sophomore, junior, senior.
And we're there.
My boy,
I just had a
buff, dude.
I just had a realization. Did the same thing with the erratic issue 1.
Yeah.
Just move it on. You know?
Yeah.
So I like
mean, we gotta not hate, but we criticism a little bit. People wanted to know the story of his high school years. They wanted to know what he went through in high school. They wanted to know, I don't know what he ate for breakfast. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, it's not a story about his high school. It's a story about him as an adult, essentially.
Yeah.
Learning his powers even more. And what is he going to do with those powers?
Yeah. We just showed that his freshman year, he found out he had powers.
Yeah.
And now move on.
Yeah.
Because it's not about
It's
not about his high school time.
Yeah. So you guys know from where we were writing it from, how we started the story. He was a grown man. How we started the story.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff that we're trying to ease people into was more of a, all right, let's kind of walk them into the story first. I didn't want to just, because it's an unknown character. Nobody knows who he is. There are going to be tons of questions. Like, okay, he has this power. Like, where did he get that? How did this happen? Like, it's not like a household name. You know what powers they have. They could just start. They could start with an entire arc, and you already know their names, and you already know their powers, and it's been done. Their origins have been done. So we had to we had to go back, start at a younger age, build up to where we wanted to start.